All right, so you bought your Akai and you're not sure exactly what to do. You have this beautiful machine just sitting there. You either have a flash drive like this one, or you have a zip drive that you put the zip disk into, or you have it connected externally to a hard drive, depending on exactly what you're accessing here, okay? Now, the first thing you want to do, of course, is reach back and turn your Akai on. You're going to let it load. Let it get all set up. It's detecting your memory. It's making sure everything is good. And everything is good. So here you go. You got a blank Akai. You've got your sequence number, nothing there. How fast it is, if your counts is on and off, your drums, your loop, your timing, how many bars. This is so you can. This screen is actually combination with these buttons here when you're recording. Okay. To navigate, you got your arrows you can navigate. You've got your scroll to scroll up and down, kind of like a mouse scroll if you're scrolling with a mouse. Arrow keys like arrow keys on a keyboard. This is kind of a multi-purpose button, open window, enter button, yes, apply, that kind of deal. Main screen, if you click it, always takes you back to this. This is your main screen. This button takes you back to your main screen. You got numbers here with a couple little buttons here, other, mixer, program, load, miscellaneous, save, shift. Okay, so you got blue for numbers, so you can enter numbers. If you hold down shift, then what's in gray will actually apply. So when you want to get sounds into this thing, shift and load, then we'll do a couple little navigation deals up here. Using arrows, scroll, not really going to use main screen, we'll use open windows. Now these function keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those are there because this is obviously not a touchscreen. If it's a touchscreen, you could touch step, edit, track mute, solo, track minus, track plus. But since it's not a touchscreen, these are your touchscreen buttons. You can see on the bottom of the screen, not in the video so much, you can't see it, but you can see in the bottom of the screen here, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. So what's directly above that on the screen is actually what those buttons will apply. So if I want to change the step or if I want to edit, I'm going to hit F2 because edit is above F2. Now that you know some basic navigation, we'll come over here and take a look. You got your record gain out, you got your main volume out, then you've got these little pad bank buttons, you've got your next sequence, your track mute, your full level, 16 levels. Full level means that these aren't going to be touch sensitive. If you apply this, no matter how light you touch it or how heavy you touch it, it's going to be the same volume. 16 levels is you can select the sound, hit 16 levels, and either change the note variation or the tone. Then you can come down here and play one sound across all these pads. I'll show you that really quick. I'm sorry I'm talking fast. Hope everyone's keeping up. So you have either your zip drive or zip disk. This is where the music is. I got this music off the computer, the sounds, the WAV files, and I just put a bunch of WAV files on here. I happen to already have a program set up in here, so I'm going to click this in here. Now we want to load. Function, load. Okay. Okay, load. It looks for the first file it found. It found test. I don't think test is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something called run it. A program is sounds. What sounds are on that disk or on that zip drive? What pads are they assigned to? That's a program. Okay. A sequence actually triggers these buttons in a certain order with a certain timing, and whatever sound is on these keys is the sound that will be played. So if you mix up your program with your sequence, it's going to sound really funny. Okay, now I want more of a window. I don't want to have to scroll through every file using the scroll. I want to see everything at the same time. So I'm going to come over here, open window. It opens a little window. I use the scroll or arrows. I'm going to scroll up and down here, and if you look on the right, it's .wav, you know it's a WAV file. .pgm is a program file. So if you just want to load one sound, we'll do that. We'll load one sound. Okay, you're going to find your sound, and you want this guitar sound wave. This is also open window, but remember it's dual function. Enter. Now, the file I'm looking at is here. What am I going to do? Am I going to save it? Am I going to load it? Am I going to format it? I'm actually going to do it because I want to load that sound. Now it's asking me where. Where do I want to put that sound? What pad do I want to assign it to? You can play the sound if you want to play it, make sure you got the right sound. And let me turn on my speakers. That would come in handy to be able to hear. There we go. Sorry about that. Play. Yeah, that sound I'd like to keep. Where do I want to put it? C5? No, I don't think so. I want to put it on A and 1. So as soon as I press this pad, I want you to see what happens up here. My finger is on the pad 1, under the A pad bank, A. I'm on pad 1. Watch what happens when I want to assign it. I click it. Oh, now it's going to assign it to A01. Bank A, pad 1. I want to make that happen, so I'm going to hit keep, which is actually right there in F5. And sorry you can't see it. It is a cell phone. All right, keep. Now, I've got no sounds anywhere. And if I'm on bank B, there's no sound here on pad 1. Bank A, pad 1, has a sound. Harder you hit it, softer you hit it, quieter. Full level makes it loud no matter how soft you hit it. But I got nothing else. Okay, so that's how you get a sound. But you have to get some sounds in here in order to record, obviously. So once you have a bunch of sounds in here, you can save it as what's called a program. A program is what instruments are assigned to what pads. I've already got that going on over here, so I'm going to show you what that's like. Shift, load, and I need to open my window so I can see what in the world's going on. And on the right, I'm not looking for a WAV file, I'm looking for a PGM file. I've got test and I've got run it. They're both the same, but run it put a couple more sounds on it that I wanted to use. Now I'm going to hit orange for enter. Now what am I going to do with this file? Run it file, program file. Do I want to load it? I do. Now it's asking replace same sound in memory. No is faster. And I'm going to say, yeah, we're going to replace the same sound. Clear erases existing and loads. Okay, here's clear. Load adds to existing. I want to run it a fresh, clear load. Now it's loading all the sounds that are located on my disk. If you have a zip drive, these are sounds that are on your zip drive. These are WAV files that are actually on my SD card. Or, sorry, compact flash, but hey. Whatever your media is, sounds have to be on the media, loaded into here, and that's where it's finding them. So now what I've done is I've got no sequences. None. I've got nothing recorded, but I do have sounds now. Now, that's bank A. Switch to bank B, I got a whole another group of sounds. And nothing on these bottom 4. I've also got nothing assigned to C and nothing assigned to D. Well, most beats I'll be playing with will be just... You have long sounds, short sounds, whatever. Okay. Let's do something like that. Okay, so what we need to do is we're going to go to main screen, so we can see what we're looking at here. Main screen. Bars, 0 bars, doesn't sound very good to me. 2 bars, I'm going to scroll across here, I'm going to say okay. I want to do 4 bars. Do it. And all the buttons I'm pressing to do it is right here. Oh, there we go, you can kind of see it there, F5. Right above F5 was do it, and that's why I clicked on F5, so it'd say yes. So now I've got 4 bars instead of 2 bars. Okay? If you're not sure what bars are, that'll have to be a different video. So now I want to record. We'll press down record, hit play, it's going to give me a count in. Okay? Look in the top right. It's counting your bars. and it's just playing it. Okay, I'm gonna hit stop. I don't have to hit stop, but I'm going to hit stop because see, that's all on track 1. I don't want to have all my sounds on one track. So here's track, I highlighted it, and I'm going to go to the right. It says track 2, TR, track 2 is unused. So I'm going to go with that. I don't want to delete what I've already recorded, so I'm going to overdub, play, gives you a count in. Okay, sounds absolutely awful. So I don't like any of it. I'm gonna undo it. Okay, now there's nothing on there. And this track, you can edit the track, you can use it, you can do whatever you want on this thing here. Okay. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to take a quick break, but to show you what I'm doing is I messed up. I don't like the track. That happens a lot. So what do? You highlight the track, make sure it's on the track. I'm using this wheel. Make sure you're on the track you want to work with here. I happen to not want this one, so I'm going to click on Edit, F2, F2, right above F2 is Edit. I click on Edit. I'm going to go to User. Actually, Edit, Events. Sorry about that, I got ahead of myself. I was actually trying to do something else. Forgot what I was doing. I'm actually going to show you how to delete a track that you don't want, okay? So here's track 1. I don't want it. It sounds like crap. It's highlighted on main screen. If you're not sure how to get there, just click on main screen. Highlight your track. You can see it's highlighted. Highlight it. You can select it. Whichever track you want to select using this will actually rotate through the tracks. And track 1 is the one I don't want. So I'm going to open it. Ask me what I want to do with it. And I actually want to delete that track. Do it will erase this track. Yeah, I do want to delete it. So right underneath do it. Now I've got no tracks, back down to 0. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. What I was doing is finding my sounds. Which ones I want to use. Okay. Track 1, I'm going to make this sound to kind of get us started here. Okay, we're on 4 bars. It'll count the bars up top. Okay. Hold down record. Hit play. And that's pretty much all I want on there. I'm going to hit stop and I'm going to hit play so we can hear it. Okay, that's it. That's the beginning and that's track 1. Okay, now I'm on a different track. So I'm going to use my scroll wheel, go to a different track. That track is going to be this one. Let's see. So we'll go straight into this right afterwards. Something like that, whatever. All right, I'm going to have to put both these on the same track, unfortunately, for now, and we can move them later, just because I don't have 2 hands to do this. Okay, so we're going to hit... all right, we're going to... Don't want to delete that track, so we're going to record, overdub, play start. Press overdub. Okay, hit stop. Let's see if we like it. We'll hit play. I want to play from the beginning. Anyway, it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's hard to do with one hand. But now we have what's called a sequence. Okay, we have a sequence. So now you can actually save this sequence if you like to save this sequence. You can delete it, close, copy it. And you can also save this sequence when you're ready to save. Shift and save. And you want to save it to, and you want to save it as what? You want to save it as all song sequences and songs. You want to save it as just save a sound. You want to save just a sequence. And what do you want to name it? And you can use the keypads over here to name it what you'd like to name it. Then you can click on do it, and it'll say, and it's asking you where do you want to save it to. Saving it to a hard drive. That's my Tappy device. My other hard drive is actually turned off, so it's not going to locate it right now. Okay, anyway, that's a long video. Hopefully it helps. If it doesn't help, let me know, and I'll redo it and do another one. So just remember, your sounds are on your disk. You need to load it in here. Shift and load. Watch your screen prompts. This has a dual function of both enter and also open a window so you can see it. This just takes you back to main screen. These are your basically soft touch keys. You got 4 banks here, and you got your keypads. Get some sound on there and let me know if that helps.